Grew up here in Raleigh. As the middle of three boys, I had an older brother to look up to and a younger brother to play with when he wasn't there. I would count my two brothers as my best friends, and it's always been that way. I was the only one of the three who grew up saying I wanted to work for Daddy. And I was the last one to come in. I was the only one that left the city for a little while to do some other work. And when I came back for the family. I was living in Charlotte and I would call the office and talk to either Michael or Ken or Dad. And I missed being here. So when I moved back for the family, not necessarily the business. Once I got into the business, I realized I really enjoyed it. But being with them was why I came back. I like to be a resource in a subject that, nobody talks about insurance at Christmas parties, but if they have a question, I like being a resource for those questions. Our dad, I think, was I don't know if famous or notorious was the right word, but for telling people what they needed to hear versus what they wanted to hear. Some people got upset with that, but they respected him for it because he wasn't always just going to tell them what they wanted to hear. He was going to tell them the truth. It may be cliche, but that's how we grew up. When our dad hung his shingle up in the early 70s, it was face-to-face communication, handshake, knowing each other's families and what's going on. And that's what we offer. There are online options, there are so many different options, but to get good advice, not only my years in the business, both of my brother's years in the business, our father's years in the business, we're going to give you real life scenarios on why you should have a certain coverage, why you should pay a little bit extra for this coverage or that coverage. And then if you don't want it, we're going to respect your opinion, but we're going to give you the options.